Today's topic is about chemiosmotic theory. So, in relation to this electron transport chain, how it is explained, that we will look. So, the coupling of oxidation with phosphorylation is termed as a oxidative phosphorylation. Oxidation means loss of electron. So, we have seen in electron transport chain that complex 1, 2, 3 and 4, lastly that electron is getted by the oxygen and this oxygen is converted into the water molecule. So that whole process, that is considered oxidation, and when this process is occurring, during that time energy is generated, and this energy, that is in the form of conversion of ADP into the ATP. So that phosphate molecule is added over the ADP molecule, so that ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is generated, and that is called phosphorylation. So combinedly these both oxidation and phosphorylation is called oxidative phosphorylation, and that is explained by this chemiosmotic theory. So Peter Mitchell in 1961, who got Nobel Prize in 1978, proposed this theory to explain the oxidative phosphorylation. The transport of proton from inside to outside of inner mitochondrial membrane is accompanied by the generation of a proton gradient across the membrane. So whenever these complex 1, 2, 3, 4, particular 1, 3 and 4 working, proton is pumped out in the electron transport chain, and that is generating proton gradient. So this proton gradient leading to the some chemiosmotic changes. So proton accumulated outside the membrane, that is outside of the inner membrane, creating an electrochemical potential difference in intermembrane space of the mitochondria. So this proton motive force drives the synthesis of ATP by ATP synthase complex. So that is considered the complex 5 of the electron transport chain. So up to electron transport chain, we have seen that there is a complex 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, total 4 complexes, but this ATP synthase, that is considered now complex 5. So further, these proton pumps, mostly complexes 1, 3 and 4, that is expelling this proton out, expel H plus from inside to outside of the inner membrane. So there is a high hydrogen concentration outside the inner membrane is observed. Now this causes H plus to enter into the mitochondria through the channel. This proton influx causes ATP synthesis by ATP synthase mechanism. So simple that from the matrix of mitochondria, with the help of complex 1, 3 and 4, that is expelled out of the inner membrane. Whatever that is accumulated in a intermembrane space between outer and inner membrane, that hydrogen, that is coming back into the matrix with the help of this channel FO, and that is leading to the synthesis of ATP. So the pH, when this H plus, that is outside of the matrix in between the inner membrane and outer membrane of the mitochondria, so pH outside of the mitochondrial inner membrane is 1.4 unit lower than the inside, means matrix. So outside is positive relative to the inside, that is plus 0.14 voltage more. Further, when this proton motive force is 0.224 volt, corresponding to a free energy change of 5.2 kilocalorie per mole of proton. So this protein motive force is generated due to accumulation of protein outside of the inner membrane. So in detail we will look in this picture. First, there is a structure of the mitochondria. This one is the outer membrane. Now there is a outer membrane, one more, that is inner membrane of the mitochondria. So there is a inner membrane of the mitochondria. Over that inner membrane, particular at the crista side, that all enzymes of electron transport chain is present. So there is a complex 1, 2, 3 and 4 is present. So complex 1, 3 and 4, particularly that will expel out H plus molecule or proton outside of the inner membrane. So it is now going outside of the inner membrane, but in between inner and outer membrane, means intermembrane space. So there is a, when H plus is going outside, so high H plus concentration, and that is leading to the low pH. Further, so there is a low pH that is in a intermembrane space. Further, what happens? This basically intermembrane space, that is getting hydrogen from the matrix part. So that matrix part now have a low H plus concentration, and that is leading to the high pH inside the matrix. So there is a some gradient difference will be generated in between matrix and intermembrane space. So that is generating proton motive force also. So whatever this H plus, that will also try to enter again in the matrix, but that will possible with the help of FO or ATP synthase or complex 5 of the ETC, that is called ATP synthase mechanism. So H plus will try to again enter in the matrix, and that is helping to generate ATP molecule. So that is basically oxidation which is occurring. So NADH, that is electron is transported from NADH to the oxygen, and lastly water molecule is generated. That is whole process called oxidation, and that is leading to the H plus expelled out, and this H plus that is helping to generate ATP. So that phosphorylation over the ADP, so ATP is generated, and these two combinedly, oxidation and phosphorylation, so it is called the oxidative phosphorylation. So further, exactly how it is occurring in another picture it is explained. Complex 1, you have to remember 4 proton is pump out. Complex 3, again 4 proton is pump out. Complex 4, only 2 proton is pump out. So there is a high hydrogen ion and low pH in a intermembrane space. This H plus will again enter inside the matrix, but that is with the help of ATP synthase or complex 5. So when it is passing through this FO unit, this ADP plus phosphate is combined and make a ATP molecule. So ATP is generated. So that oxidation and phosphorylation combine and together called as oxidative phosphorylation. So in detail of this ATP synthase or complex 5, so it is a protein, basically a protein assembly in the inner mitochondrial membrane. It is sometimes referred to as a fifth complex of the electron transport chain. This ATP synthase has two units, F1 and FO, not a zero. So it is a multi-subunit transmembrane protein. It looks like a lollipop since the membrane embedded FO component and F1 are connected by a protein stalk. So these F1 and FO are connected with the help of this peptide chain. So FO unit, that is FO pronounced as a O and not as a zero, that you have to remember. The O stand for the oligomycin. So why it is oligomycin or FO name is given? Because FO that is inhibited by this molecule oligomycin. So name given that unit, that is FO, which is embedded in a inner mitochondrial membrane. So FO unit spans inner mitochondrial membrane. It serves as a proton channel through which proton enter into the mitochondria. Whatever the accumulated proton in an intermembrane space again go back into the matrix with the help of this FO unit. So FO unit has a 4 polypeptide chain and is connected to the F1 portion of the complex 5. So F1 unit, it projects into the matrix part. It catalyzes the ATP synthesis. So this F1 has 9 polypeptide chain. FO unit has a 4 polypeptide chain while F1 has a 9 polypeptide chain. They are the 3 alpha, 3 beta and 1 gamma, sigma and epsilon units are there. So you have to remember particular these two are most important, 3 alpha and 3 beta. The alpha chains have binding site for ATP and ADP. So this alpha can attach over these ATP and ADP while beta chain have a catalytic sites. So that is all over the F1 unit of the complex 5. So ATP synthesis also required magnesium ion. So you have to remember that ATP synthesis required Mg plus 2, that is sometime asked as a MCQ question. So exactly how it is occurring? So there is a intermembrane space, inner mitochondrial membrane, where FO unit is present. Now this F1 portion that is in the matrix part, and that is making a structure like a lollipop. So this FO that is made up of a 4 polypeptide chain, H plus which is present in intermembrane space, that is enter in a FO, and with the help of this FO it will pass to FO and F1, and that is going to the matrix. Now when it is going into the matrix, ADP plus phosphate is combined and making a ATP. So that utilization of energy is occurring to form ATP molecule. So exactly again that same picture in another way it is explained. FO unit which is made up of 4 polypeptide chain, F1 unit which is made up of 9 polypeptide chain, H plus that is passing through FO and F1 portion and making ATP. Again that mechanism of ATP synthesis. So translocation of proton carried out by the FO catalyze the formation of phosphoanhydride bond of ATP, and that is possible with the help of F1 unit of the complex 5. So coupling of the dissipation of proton gradient with ATP synthesis, that is considered as oxidative phosphorylation, is to the interaction of F1 and FO unit. So basically intermembrane space H plus that is passing with the help of FO and F1 portion. Whatever this H plus is passing, with the help of that ADP and phosphate combine and making ATP molecule. So these combinedly called as oxidative phosphorylation and explaining this ATP synthesis by this chemiosmotic theory.